So this is got another movie review. This one's called The Last American Virgin, 1982. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was decent. It's a remake of Lemon Popsicle from 1978. Cannon wanted to repeat the success of their Israeli business prior to Cannon. Golan Globus producers. I don't know how many Lemon Popsicle movies there are, but there are a lot. And this is a remake of the first one, but instead of 1950s setting, it's a 1980s setting. Instead of 1950s soundtrack, it's got a more contemporary new wave rock, according to IMDb, or no, according to Wikipedia. Sorry. Somebody even said that it's got the best soundtrack ever. I think heavy metal has the best soundtrack ever. Probably Adrian thinks that T2 has the best soundtrack ever. It's got Dee Doo 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 Dee Da 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 from The Police, Teen Angel Eyes from Tommy Two-Tone, Whip It from Devo, Better Luck Next Time from Oingo Boingo, and Since You're Gone, The Cars, I Will Follow by U2. That's a great song. Seems like a lot of these songs are from 1980. They were recorded from 1980 to 1982. I guess they were still playing on the radio in 1982. You got In the Flesh with Blondie. Oh No, The Commodores, Open Arms Journey. That's also on the heavy metal soundtrack. Keep on Loving You, REO Speedwagon. I used to get that song stuck in my head when I was in love with some girl back in the 1980s, early 80s. And then That's the Way I Like It, Casey and Sunshine Band, Love Action, I Believe in Love, The Human League, Shake It Up, The Cars. And there's another Cars song that I haven't heard since like 40 years ago. Yes, it is a Cannon flick. Cannon wanted to milk their Lemon Popsicle series from when they were doing movies back in Israel. So they just remade Lemon Popsicle. And fortunately, they made lots of action movies for Karate Man, who's in the chat room right now. They laundered money for the mafia. Yeah, that was a bad business decision, wasn't it, Karate Man? It started going downhill from there. And the two brothers didn't want to talk to each other after that. Yoram Globus and Menahem Golan. The two brothers. All right. So I think I've hyped up the soundtrack enough. It's definitely a time capsule. If you're into 80s music, you'll probably enjoy this, especially if you're into like new wave, Devo, Human League. But and the Cars too. Dance all night, play all day. Remember that song? They played it like 4 times, and they play REO Speedwagon, Keep on Loving You 4 times, and they played Devo Whip It about 4 times, and Dee Doo 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 Da 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 Da, The Police about 4 times. I mean, they just keep playing it over and over again. Yeah, I guess they stopped making Israeli movies around 1980, and they moved to the U.S. and started doing canon stuff. But the setting was updated from 1950s Israel to then present-day suburban Los Angeles. Good old hirsute eyebrows. Diane Taylor's in this. There's lots of TNA in this one. In fact, you get a little left side view of the beaver action from Carmelita. Come to Carmelita. Oh yeah. Yeah, Menahem Golan didn't like his brother anymore. Yoram Globus. So they split up. I think Golan started his own movie company that didn't last very long. If I recall the history of canon correctly. Cool, Karate Man's in the room. He's got all kinds of canon trivia for us tonight. So it's about this guy Gary. He's a typical high school student, pizza delivery boy for some for some pink pizza outfit or something. 21st Century Film Corporation. Yeah. See, I got Karate Man to fill all the blanks for me. That was the Menahem Golan Company. He thought he could do it all himself, but he couldn't. Oh well, it was worth a try anyway. At least we have a handful of movies from 21st Century Film Corporation. Okay. So, Pizza Boy Gary is friends with Rick, this slick-talking ladies boy, and Fatso David. So most of the movie is their attempts to get some girly action. They even use Sweet and Low as cocaine. Oh, I love Death Wish 5. That's a great flick. Anyways, Rick and David are usually successful, but never Gary. I guess that's why they call it The Last American Virgin. Don't ask me, but he ends up getting crabs later. So I guess he's not a virgin anymore. The title doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. So they promise cocaine. Instead, they use Sweet and Low. And the girls are all, wow, this is good stuff. They go over to Gary's house. And Gary gets stuck with overweight Millie, a friend of the other two blondies. But the party is interrupted when Gary's parents return home and pandemonium ensues. So a love triangle develops between Gary, Rick, and Karen. Gary tries to pick up on Karen, who's played by Diane Franklin, the hirsute eyebrows, and she's supposed to be a beautiful transfer student to to their school who is a version that Rick is determined to pop in the sack. But Gary is unsuccessful with her. She tries flattening her bicycle tire and driving her to school, but she's unimpressed. And then there's Carmela. Gary's delivering pizza to Carmela, a woman whose sailor boyfriend is never home. And she tells him she wants more than just pizza. Favorite canon movie? I'd have to say American Ninja. Least favorite is A Man Called Sarge. That has to be my least favorite. I would say the Apple, probably A Man Called Sarge. Hey, Adrian's in the chat room. We got both Aussie mates in the chat room. Cool. Yeah, this movie, The Last American Virgin, got a ton of. It was successful. They were able to repeat the success of Lemon Popsicle in Israel. Just look on the IMDb page. It's got 8,562 votes and a pretty high 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb. I'm going a little bit higher out of 10, but anyways, I was talking about the soundtrack. People say it's the greatest soundtrack ever. I find that hard to believe. I think heavy metal has the better soundtrack, and probably Adrian thinks T2 soundtrack. But it's got that. It's got the 80s new wave pop music going. Australian Ninja. It's bad. It brings back some memories of what it was like when I was like 11 years old. I never had this much fun though. Dance all night, play all day. Did you know Diane Franklin is deaf in her left ear? So it messed up with her moped, which is why you don't see her ever riding her moped. That was the flat tire thing. It wasn't a bicycle, it was a moped. And I didn't. Chorizo sausages? Never heard of it. Sounds pretty good. Anyways, what do I got on my other list? You know, I tell you guys what's coming down the pike, and sometimes Netflix sends me something different, which was the case this week. I still haven't received them, by the way. Oh. I'm down to 498 on my queue. I can add 2 more Martin Scorsese movies. All right. Let's see what I got on Netflix, and I'll tell you what I got on my other list, too. Anyways, so Gary gets drunk at a party because he can't get Karen, her suit eyebrows with the deaf left ear. Okay, Destination Tokyo, 1943. That's 2 hours and 15 minutes, man. And then Destry Rides Again. That's a Western with James Stewart, I think, 1939. I guess Adrian's happy that I'm reviewing a Western. Then I got Inglourious Bastards, 1978, which is a... oh, yeah, he told me he chopped off his finger trying to make some kind of cabinet for his daughter or something. Yeah, Inglourious Bastards, 1978, which is another Adrian mention. So in The Last American Virgins, they're partying and Gary gets drunk because his dream girl is hitting on his best friend, the ladies' boy with the tattoo and the suntan and the buff muscles. Oh, and then Carmila. Come to Carmila. She was pretty good looking. Oh, then they got the peephole thing from Porky's, where the nerd's looking through the peephole, and Fatso throws shoes at him. Then they have a ding-a-ling contest to see who has the biggest ding-a-ling, and of course the nerd wins. Good Guys Wear Black? I never even heard of that. Where did that come from? You guys know more about movies than I do. At least Chuck Norris, anyway. Good Guys Wear Black. All right, so Gary's delivering pizza one day. Carmila wants more of the pizza. He's sitting on. I wish I had a Good Eggs customer like that. So that when I'm delivering groceries, come to Carmila. Somebody goes to me like that. That happens that way. And the ones who do like me are usually more than 50 years old. I don't see Good Guys Wear Black on Netflix. Is it on YouTube? Look for it now. Gary says, I gotta go, bye. And then he brings his two friends. His two friends start banging on Carmila. You can see her, you can see the left side of her beaver, same as Diane. Her suit eyebrows, what's her name? Later on in the football bleachers. Yeah, I'm giving this 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was hard. It was pretty decent. Now, if I can only pull up my Netflix queue, I can tell you what else is coming. And then Carmila's boyfriend comes home, starts chasing after Fatso. He was in his undies, and he kind of stumbles his way back into the pink pizza car. Top Dog? Never heard of that one either. I found Good Guys Wear Black on YouTube. It's free. Yeah, it's rated PG. All right, so I mentioned Destination Tokyo, Destry Rides Again. Looking for Top Dog now. Here we go. Let's try this. Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay, I just added it to Netflix. Top Dog. Cool. 1995, last theatrical movie. Just like Oliver Reed in The Gladiator. I forgot to mention that was his last movie. They dedicated it to him after he died, I think. They dedicated The Gladiator to him. Well, it's getting late. After the Carmilla episode, Diane Hirsute Eyebrows gets pregos. Then she gets an abortion. This is my least favorite part of the movie. This is 1982 when so-called conservative Ronald Reagan did absolutely nothing to stop abortions in the United States. And instead of paying for her diapers and helping her out, he pays $250 for her abortion. And it's got the lame Commodore's Soul Train music, whatever. I don't know. The lame pop music from the early 80s. The part of the soundtrack that I didn't like was at the end of the movie with the sappy Commodore's tunes. 82, wow. He's an old guy. Wonder if he knows any karate moves now. Or is he laid up in bed like an invalid? Anyways, what was I going to say? I guess Adrian left. Later's Adrian. Yeah, that's pretty much the movie. Gary's helping out Diane. They kiss. But then Diane invites him over to her 18th birthday party. And Gary buys her a... he still trains at 82. That's pretty impressive. I don't think I'll be able to walk at 82. He buys her a gold chain that's engraved with "I love you, Karen" or something, and he brings it to the party. I won't spoil the ending, but pretty decent flick. I was disappointed by the ending, but the beginning was fun. I enjoyed it. It's a lot like the Lemon Popsicle series, but it's the 80s version. So, pretty cool canon flick. I won't say highly recommended or check it out, but I did enjoy it. Laters.